Hey friend, welcome to Coffee Chat with Angie. I am so glad that you're here. Grab your coffee or whatever you're drinking today and let's chat. Have you ever asked, who's picking up the kids today? And nobody knows. Or maybe there's a last minute change to the calendar and you're like, oh, I didn't know that was happening. The issue isn't necessarily that you need to be more organized. It's that your information is just not centralized. Everybody just doesn't know it right away. So let's talk a little bit about how everyone can be on the same page easily. My name is Angie Pischke. I'm a personal strategy coach. I support driven working moms to create rock solid systems at home so dinner isn't a last minute scramble, kids logistics are not chaos, and self-care isn't an afterthought. Instead of guilt and exhaustion, you can finally feel present, energized, and in control of the life you are building while also having time for yourself. If you're joining the live or if you're catching the replay, I would love to know. Just say hi in the chat. Okay. What is a command center? It really is a place where everything important lives in a shared system. It's not only in your head where you have to be letting everybody else know what's going on. It's a place that somebody can look for all of the things, right? So for example, kids' schedules can live here. The adult schedules can live here. Appointments, meals, depending on if you have people asking you throughout the day, what's for dinner, put the meals up there. Responsibilities, not only the kids' chores, but maybe things that you are needing to get done. So let's not have it only live in your brain. It's not a good central system if that is the case. It needs to last and you don't need to be carrying everything around in only your head. Now, there's so many different things that you can use as a command center, and I don't know what else to call it other than a command center, like a central calendar. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, there's these pre-made digital systems that do have subscriptions or don't have subscriptions. There's Pinterest little printouts that you can purchase. There's, just a piece of paper you can use. There's so many different things out there, different apps and whatnot, that we're not really struggling because we don't have access to all the tools. We're struggling because the tools don't match how we live. It looks amazing, but once we put it into play, it doesn't work for whatever reason. They're either too complicated, they take too long to maintain, so it's just easier remembering everything. Nobody else in the family uses it. I remember way back, both my husband and I have an iPhone, so I'm like, let's just put our schedules in the iPhone, share it with each other, and we'll be good. But that was like, it was overwhelming for him. He didn't know how to put it in, though he could have easily been taught, but it would have been too cluttered for him. He didn't want all of that in his calendar on his phone. So that could be an obstacle. And then the other thing is you are the only one managing it. So if somebody is telling you, hey, I need to do this, and you have to enter it, it's not really going to function in a way that it reduces your mental overload. So if the system is only working when you're managing it, it's not a system, it's a responsibility, and that's not going to work either. So some different things that can make command centers work well. They are visible and easily accessible. Everyone can see it, everyone can adjust it, everyone can add or subtract to it. And the visibility is key. If you are putting it somewhere where you don't walk past, if you are putting it somewhere where other people can't see it, like behind a cupboard door or something, but therefore you don't see it either, it's not going to function well. It also needs to be simple. If it takes too many steps to get there, it's not going to be used. It has to have shared ownership. So if you're the one, again, only one that's entering everything, it's not going to work well. And it has to fit your life. It doesn't have to have all these fancy bells and whistles that we may feel we want, but then when we start utilizing it, it just doesn't work well. It just needs to function in a way that works for your life. So whether that be a whiteboard on the wall, we had a whiteboard for many, many years where we would put my son's schedule on there. Now, he would be in school all day. And so we wouldn't put every day that he was in school because that would make it look cluttered. But the days that he would get done early or the days that he was off, that definitely made the calendar. The days that my husband worked, the days that my schedule changed, all of those things would go on the whiteboard, and we actually put it on the fridge. So that was something that we had a magnetic like caddy that just was on the side of the fridge that held the dry erase marker. So we could easily reach around and erase things and add things, and it was fantastic. So something like that could be utilized. It could be a shared Google Calendar or iPhone calendar. You can do different colors and all of that in those. It could be just a notebook on your counter or just a piece of paper. You can find free blank month at a glance calendars that you can go ahead and just print out, add in the dates, and just fill in whatever you need to fill in. And then you can pop that on the fridge. You can put it, wherever is easily accessible to you. But again, the best system is the one your family is going to actually use. So what is a good starting point? Instead of rebuilding your entire life, just start by picking one category, whether that be the kids' schedules that you want on there, or maybe it's not even school schedules. Maybe it's just who's bringing who where on what days. Maybe that's all you need it for. Fantastic. Just pick one category. Could be meals, it could be the adult schedules, whatever it is, whatever seems to have the most pressing thing that needs to be figured out. And then pick one place and also one system. Like, what are you going to use? A piece of paper? Are you going to have an app? Are you going to use your Google calendars? Pick that one thing. Keep in mind that one thing you pick is going to want to be expandable as you build this out a little bit. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but you might want to have it be expandable. So if you are going to be writing down like every hour of every day what people are doing, it is probably not going to fit in a little square that is on a month at a glance calendar. You might have to then just do a week at a time, or maybe you have 2 weeks that you are looking at on 2 separate sheets of paper. We're not building the perfect system. We're building a usable one. So this isn't about being more organized. It's about creating clarity so you're not carrying everything around in your head. This command center is going to reduce last-minute stress, miscommunication, and mental overload. You don't need more tools, my friend. You just need a system that actually works for you. Thanks for joining me for Coffee Chat today. I'll see you next time.